Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud?
This girl asked me out, and I said no, and then she says, why? And then I said, well, you kind of remind me of a chili dog. And then she says, a chili dog, what? And then I said, hey, listen, I love me a good chili dog. But after I eat it, it makes my tummy hurt. And I'm pretty sure you're going to do the same thing.
You can't say that to a girl. That's terrible.
Hey, Dad, want to hear a joke?
Yeah, I want to hear a joke.
Why did the lifeguard kick the elephants out of the pool?
I don't know. Why did the lifeguard kick the elephants out of the pool?
Because they kept dropping their trunk.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud?
You know you could use Botox to get the wrinkles out of your ball sack?
Really?
Yeah, pretty nuts, right? Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud?
I'm sorry, but my teacher's really mad at me.
What'd you do this time?
Well, I had my head down in class, and the teacher said, lift your head up, you look lazy. So I lift my head up and I say, hey, listen, every time you have an opinion of me, raise your hand. So she raises her hand and I say, now put that thing over your mouth.
Your mom's gonna kill you. Hey, John.
Yeah.
What can a male teacher say in his classroom that he can also say during sex?
I have no idea.
I better wrap this up or you're going to miss your next period.
Hey, Dad,
Yeah, bud.
you're probably going to get a note sent home from school.
Oh, boy, what happened?
Well, I was late for class today, and the teacher asked me why. And then I said, well, teach, there was a man on the street that had lost his wallet. And then she said, oh, and you helped him look for it? And I said, not exactly. I had to stand on it until he walked away. Hey, Dad,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Why do girls rub their eyes when they wake up?
Why do girls rub their eyes when they wake up?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because they have no balls to scratch.
Teacher says, little Johnny, I got a riddle for you. I am often following and copying your every move, yet you can't touch me or feel me. What am I? Little Johnny says, Teach, that's easy. It's my little brother. He's really fast. Teacher says, well, the correct answer is your shadow, but I like the way you're thinking. Little Johnny says, all right, Teach, I got one for you. To make it stand, you wet it. To make it wet, you suck it. To make it stiff, you lick it. And to get it in, you push it. What am I? Teacher says, little Johnny, you go to the principal's office. He says, what for? I'm threading a needle, but I like the way you're thinking.
Hey, Dad,
Hey, what?
why do boys fart louder than girls?
Why do boys fart louder than girls?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because they have a microphone and 2 speakers. Hey, Dad.
Hey, bud, how's it going?
Good, but the pastor at church stopped me the other day.
Really, what'd he say?
He said, listen, I need you to join the army of the Lord. And I said, I'm already in the army of the Lord. And he said, then how come I only see you on Christmas Eve and Easter? And then I whispered, hey, listen, I'm in the Secret Service. Hey, Dad,
Yeah, bud.
I stuck up to a bully today.
Really, what happened?
Well, Chase was picking on Chad, so I went up to him and told him stop it. Then he started picking on me, and then I said, hey, listen, the last time I saw something like you, I flushed it right down the toilet. Dad,
Yeah, bud.
it happened again.
What happened again?
I got in trouble at school.
What'd you do?
Well, the teacher was asking questions about animals. Ray was called on, and she said, Ray, what's a 4-legged animal that says moo? And he said, that's a cow. Then I was called on, and she said, Dami, what's the type of bird that has feathers but can't fly? And I said, well, Teach, that would be a dead bird. Hey, Dad,
Yeah, bud.
I made a girl cry today, but I didn't mean to.
What happened this time?
Well, she said that she liked me a lot, and then I said, well, that's nice. And then she said, well, don't you love me? And then I said, hey, listen, you're kind of like one of those floating turds. No matter how many times I flush, you just won't go away.
Hey, bud, how's it going?
Good, but I found a dead cat today.
A dead cat? How'd you know he was dead?
Because it went psst, and
No,
his
no.
dad.
Yeah, bud.
Well, I got in big trouble at school today.
Oh, man, what happened?
Well, I was sitting in class in my chair, and the teacher asked Sarah, what do we get from chickens? And Sarah says, well, we get eggs. And the teacher says, that's correct. And then the teacher asked Thomas, what do we get from pigs? And Thomas says, well, we get bacon. And then the teacher says, well, that's correct. And then she asked me, and she said, Donnie, what do we get from a big fat cow? And I said, well, Teach, I think we get homework.
No, you. Hey, John, want to hear a joke?
Yep.
Well, there was this young man from Mexico that always wanted to go to an American baseball game, so he snuck across the border, and turns out the game was sold out, so he decided to crawl up the flagpole and watch the game there. And once the game was over, he crawled back down and he went home. Well, his family says, well, how was it? He says, oh, America is the most friendliest country. They're like, well, what do you mean? He said, well, I climb up the flagpole, and as soon as I get up to the top, they look at me and they say, Jose, can you see? Donnie, that's a cute little dog you got there. Did you just get her?
Yeah.
What do you name her?
Her name is Stains.
Stains?
Yeah, Stains.
Why would you name her that?
Because she's brown.
She nice?
Yeah.
We'll put her down. Come, Stains. Come, Stains. That's why.
Hey, Dad,
Yeah, bud.
do you want to know what happened at school today?
Yeah, what happened at school?
Well, the teacher asked me what the most important thing anyone's ever said to me.
Oh, yeah, what'd you tell her?
I told her, do you want to know what my grandpa said before he kicked the bucket? And then the teacher said, well, I'm sorry, but yeah. I said, well, Teach? He said, hey, Donnie, look at how far I can kick this bucket.
He's told me that before.
Hey, Dad,
Hey, bud, how's it going?
not so good. This guy in his brand new BMW came up and stole my basketball.
Really? What'd you do?
Well, I said, hey, listen, do you know the difference between a porcupine and a BMW? And he said, no. And then I said, well, a porcupine has pricks on the outside. Hey, Dad,
Yeah, bud.
I made a girl cry at school today again.
Oh, man, what happened this time?
Well, she thinks I'm cute. And then I said, well, that's nice. And then she said, well, don't you love me? And then I said, hey, listen, you're kind of like a candy bar. And then she said, oh, 'cause I'm so sweet. And then I said, well, kind of, half sweet, half nuts.